We've been waiting for a pretty long time to get our hands on a smartphone from Huawei. I know for many, Huawei smartphone lineup is equivalent to the flagship P series. Unfortunately, it seems that the P50 series will be released in the global market only by next year. But recently, Huawei launched an affordable smartphone option for the global market, the Huawei Nova 9 series. Today, we are excited to bring you a full review of this high-value mid-ranger, the Nova 9. Actually, we are pretty familiar with the Huawei Nova 9 since the phone debuted in China market in September. The main difference between the global and China versions is the software system that runs inside. The China version is powered by the Harmony OS, while the global version is powered by the EMUI OS based on Android. Both of them are driven by the HMS instead of Google's GMS. I understand most of you may worry about the lack of Google services. However, it's not as big of a problem as before since Huawei has made great efforts on developing its HMS and app gallery. Actually, some of my fellows in our studio still live with their Huawei phones and has already got used to the phones without Google services. But of course, if you cannot live without Google service at this point, the phone may let you down to some extent. So let's see what exactly the phone looks like. Well, unlike Huawei's flagship models, the slim Nova 9 only weighs 175 grams. It has excellent hands-on feel. It can be easily used with one hand. And the purple-blue gradient at the back is beautiful to look at. At different angles, the back features a discreet glitter finish instead of the fancy reflections we've seen in the previous models, and it doesn't stain from fingerprints or oil either. And the Nova 9 applies a special design to its camera module, which slightly reminds me of the Huawei P50 series. Well, turn it around and you will see the stunning 120Hz OLED curved display covering almost the entire front face. It seems to be one of the thinnest and lightest phones, coming with such a large curved display. And the curved edges again remind me of another premium model, the Huawei Mate 40 Pro, but only with a softer curve angle. The display is made of a 6.57-inch OLED panel with a 1080p resolution and an excellent refresh rate of 120Hz. The in-screen fingerprint reader is at the bottom, and the hole-punch 32-megapixel selfie camera is hard to be ignored at the top. The display supports a fill-path P3 color gamut with excellent color accuracy, and it supports HDR10 for high contrast. The Nova 9 in our hands is powered by a 6nm Snapdragon 778G 4G processor. And by far, because of the band which everyone knows about, there's no 5G support on any model of the Nova 9 series. The phone features 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage, but no microSD slot for storage extension. Apart from the 4G connectivity, the phone also supports Wi-Fi 6 and multifunctional NFC contactless access. We ran several performance benchmarks on the Nova 9, and we found that it's not as powerful as other flagships. However, there should be no problem for the phone to smoothly run most of the heavy games. For actual gaming tests, here you can check out the results we got. As for daily performance, it's quite surprising that EMUI 12 still has great optimization, which feels really smooth and stable during the days of usage. We didn't feel an obvious gap in the software experience between the latest EMUI and Harmony OS. The UI also brings most of the latest features like widgets, assistant pages, and the global pedal search. EMUI that runs on the Nova 9 also provides excellent multi-device collaboration features with tablets and laptops. And the Huawei App Gallery has got significant updates over the past 2 years. The App Gallery would show you appropriate app content according to your region. The camera module is another important upgrade on the Nova 9. The selfie lens punch hole has a 32-megapixel resolution. It allows users to have up to 4K video shooting at 30 FPS, and also provides features like slow motion and time-lapse. The main camera comes with a 50-megapixel Sony sensor with an RYYB pixel algorithm, which applies yellow pixels to capture more light, especially for night shooting. The other 3 lenses in the circle below are an 8-megapixel wide camera, a 2-megapixel macro lens, and another 2-megapixel depth sensor for better bokeh. Let's look at the samples first. The images shot on the main camera are really impressive. The samples have an excellent dynamic range with decent contrast, and the color looks particularly natural with correct white balance. Such performance of the main camera is pretty close to what we have on some premium camera phones. And no doubt, it's one of the best cameras that you can have in its price range. And even for 2x zoom in, the 50-megapixel resolution gave us sharp images with good detail. And thanks to the RYYB algorithm, in addition to reserving good detail, the Nova 9 could dramatically improve the brightness for extremely low light shooting. With real-time AI processing, we could also have relatively clean images with good noise control. As for the wide-angle camera, the 8-megapixel resolution brought down the overall performance. Although the images look clean with a decent color presentation, which is pretty consistent with what we have on the main camera, the lower resolution sometimes was not able to give us sharp details. However, we still have to point out that it's almost the best 8-megapixel resolution wide-angle camera that you can find in the market. Well, the macro lens is not as impressive as the main and wide-angle lenses, but it did make the whole camera experience of the Nova 9 more complete. After all, it allows the phone to shoot really close subjects under a special point of view. And this time, we want to mention more details about the camera software. It seems that Huawei fixed the issue of the preview screen. Now the preview looks almost the same as the pictures that we shoot. For video shooting, the Nova 9 features a vlog mode apart from the normal video mode. It conveniently offers several dual view modes that uses the front and rear cameras at the same time, such as PIP window mode, split mode, and zoom split mode. And to make video editing easier, an official editing app called PedalClip is installed. You can select all the clips you want and let it auto create a wonderful video for you with just one click. The battery performance is much better than we expected, probably because of the efficient 778G chipset. In our battery life test, the phone achieved one of the best results among all the phones with a 120Hz display. And the 66 fast charger could bring the phone back to full power in just 37 minutes. Now at least we know that Huawei didn't sacrifice the battery performance for the slim body, but please note that there's no wireless charging on the Nova 9. The Nova 9 is quite special. While it doesn't come with the most powerful chipset, we didn't really feel an obvious gap in performance in daily use if we compared it to other flagship models. In addition to the 120Hz display, the flagship selfie and rear camera, and the beautiful slim design, the phone has excellent software optimization, similar to what we experienced on other premium Huawei phones. But if you are looking for a performance beast for gaming, this probably isn't the right model. Also, if you can't live without Google Apps, then this isn't the phone for you. So that's all we want to share with you about the latest Huawei phone. Do you like the new Nova 9? Please leave your comments down below. And if you like our video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We will keep bringing exciting new products on our channel. Thanks for watching. This is Kieran from Gizmo China, and we'll see you soon.